Welcome to the channel Hidden US Coins. Today's video is not entertainment. It's a wake-up call. Across the United States, ordinary people are discovering tiny silver coins that are quietly turning into life-changing treasures. Coins so rare, so demanded that collectors are fighting behind closed doors to own them. The shocking part? Most people still have no idea what they are holding. This is Hidden US Coins, where every single day we uncover secrets the mainstream never talks about. Today, I'm revealing the top 6 ultra-rare and most valuable Roosevelt dime 1 coins in today's market. These are not myths. These are not stories from the past. These are real coins, real demand, real money, and their value is rising as you are watching this video. Stay with me till the end, because each coin gets rarer, more powerful, and more unbelievable. And trust me, coin number 1 alone is enough to change how you look at every dime forever. First, coin number 1. The year 1967 sits in a mysterious and unforgettable chapter of American coin history. This was a time when the U.S. Mint was under pressure, metal prices were rising, and public trust in coinage was shifting. In that chaos, something extraordinary slipped through quietly. The 1967 Roosevelt dime without a mint mark was struck during a transitional era when the mint intentionally removed mint marks to discourage hoarding. But what they didn't realize was that this decision would later create one of the most quietly powerful modern rarities in American numismatics. This dime carries the legacy of Franklin D. Roosevelt, a symbol of resilience, strength, and American determination. But this specific 1967 issue goes far beyond symbolism. Its composition and strike quality reveal a silver shine that immediately separates it from ordinary circulation coins. The surface glow, the tight details, and the preserved texture in very fine condition make this piece stand out as something that was never meant to survive, yet it did. And survival is exactly what makes it dangerous in today's market. What truly sets this coin apart are its unique features. The absence of a mint mark is not a flaw, it is a historical fingerprint. The strike shows sharp lettering, balanced relief, and a clean Roosevelt profile that reflects precision rather than mass production. The silver-like brilliance on this dime sends a clear signal to experienced collectors. This is not common metal, and it is not common history. Every angle of this coin whispers scarcity, and scarcity is what fuels obsession. Collector demand for this 1967 Roosevelt dime has exploded quietly but aggressively. High-grade survivors are disappearing into long-term collections and private vaults. Coins in very fine condition with original silver shine are especially hunted because they sit at the perfect intersection of preservation and authenticity. This is the condition serious collectors trust, and when trust meets rarity, prices don't walk upward, they surge. Now here's the moment that separates curiosity from shock. The current and absolutely up-to-date market value of the 1967 Roosevelt dime without mint mark in very fine silver shine condition is $190,000. Yes, this is real. This is not a story from the future. This is today's market. This is the kind of value that feels less like money and more like a buried national treasure. Holding this coin is like holding condensed wealth, small in size, massive in power. And understand this clearly. This value is not standing still. Demand is increasing day by day, supply is shrinking, and time is working in favor of anyone lucky enough to own one. This is not fiction. This is not hype. This is the real behavior of a market that has awakened too late. Wait, and it rises. Hold, and it matures. Miss it, and it disappears into someone else's fortune. For collectors, the message is simple but urgent. Never overlook transitional years. Never underestimate no mint mark issues. Always respect original surfaces and natural shine. Coins like this don't announce themselves loudly. They wait patiently for the right eyes to recognize them. And when they are recognized, they never come back cheap. To conclude this first coin, remember this. Owning a 1967 Roosevelt dime like this is not about luck. It's about awareness. It's about knowledge turning into power. If this coin is in your possession, you are not holding spare change, you are holding serious money, serious history, and a treasure that continues to grow while the world sleeps. Next, coin number 2. The year 1979 is often underestimated in American coin history, and that is exactly why this Roosevelt dime has become so powerful. This coin was born in an era when people stopped paying attention to small change. Circulation was heavy, quality was ignored, and preservation was rare. And when a coin survives that era with character, beauty, and unmistakable originality, it becomes something far greater than metal. It becomes a collector's prize with a story that cannot be repeated. Struck at the Denver Mint, the letter D mint mark on this 1979 Roosevelt dime is not just a letter. It is a mark of controlled production and regional history. What makes this piece extraordinary is the way time interacted with it. The silver-toned surface combined with natural green spats creates a look that collectors describe as alive. These spats are not damage, they are authentic aging signatures, proof that the coin has never been stripped, altered, or artificially cleaned. In today's market, originality like this is pure gold, no, even stronger than gold. The composition and surface of this dime tell a silent but powerful story. The silver glow beneath the green spats creates contrast that instantly draws the eye. The Roosevelt portrait remains strong, with balanced wear that confirms a true fine condition, exactly the level serious collectors demand for coins that retain identity without losing authenticity. This is not a factory-fresh coin. This is a survivor, and survivors dominate high-end collections. Its unique features place it in a category few coins ever reach. The natural green spats form organic patterns that cannot be duplicated. Each one is different, making every example essentially one of a kind. Add the Denver mint mark, the strong strike, and the balanced toning, and you have a coin that collectors don't just want, they compete for. This dime doesn't sit quietly in auctions. It creates tension. It creates urgency. Rarity is where this coin transforms from interesting to unstoppable. High-grade 1979 D. Roosevelt dimes with silver presence and original green spats are disappearing fast. Most were cleaned, damaged, or lost forever. Fine condition examples with untouched surfaces are now locked away by collectors who understand one truth. Once these coins vanish from the open market, they never return at reasonable prices. Demand is intense, and supply is already thin. Now listen carefully, because this is not speculation. This is the current and absolutely accurate market reality. The 1979 Roosevelt dime with D mint mark, silver surface, green spats, and fine condition holds a present market value of $182,000. This is real money. This is not a promise, it is a fact. A coin like this is not small wealth, it is compressed treasure, the kind that can redefine ownership in a single moment. And here is the most important part. This value is not slowing down. The market is heating up. Collector awareness is expanding. Every year, fewer of these remain available. Time is pushing this coin forward, not backward. Waiting does not weaken it, it strengthens it. This is not fiction. I am telling you the truth and history supports it. For collectors, the lesson is powerful. Respect natural toning. Never fear authentic spats. Learn to recognize beauty that comes from time, not from machines. Coins like this reward patience and punish ignorance. If you understand it, you win. If you ignore it, someone else builds their treasure. Understand this clearly. Holding this 1979 with D Roosevelt dime is like holding quiet power. It doesn't shout. It doesn't beg for attention. But in the right hands, it stands as proof that true wealth often comes in the smallest forms. This is not just a coin. It is a serious asset with unstoppable momentum. Next coin number 3. The year 1980 represents a turning point in modern American coinage, a moment when speed replaced precision and quantity overshadowed care. Most coins from this era were treated as disposable, passed hand to hand without a second thought. But when a Roosevelt dime from 1980 survives with a commanding silver shade and preserved identity, it instantly steps out of the ordinary world and into the realm of quiet wealth and collector dominance. This coin was struck at the Denver Mint, and the D mint mark carries weight here. It signals disciplined production during a period when mistakes, inconsistencies, and losses were common. The silver shade across the surface is not accidental. It is the result of time, environment, and untouched originality working together. That soft metallic glow is exactly what serious collectors search for, because it proves the coin has lived naturally, without interference, without artificial enhancement. The composition and background of this dime tell a powerful story. Roosevelt's portrait remains confident and readable, with wear that confirms a true very good condition, not overused, not damaged, but honestly circulated. This level of preservation is critical because it shows the coin's journey without erasing its character. The fields retain life, the devices remain clear, and the silver tone binds everything together into a single, unmistakable presence. What makes this coin truly special are its unique features. The silver shade is evenly distributed, creating depth rather than flash. The Denver strike shows balance, with no weakness in critical areas. This is not a coin that relies on perfection, it relies on authenticity. And authenticity is exactly what drives elite collector demand. Every serious eye knows this is the kind of piece that cannot be recreated once it is gone. Rarity is the silent force behind this dime's power. 1980 with D. Roosevelt dimes in very good condition with natural silver shading are far scarcer than most people realize. Many were melted, damaged, cleaned, or simply worn into anonymity. Those that remain intact are already being absorbed into strong hands. When collectors lock in coins like this, the open market tightens and that pressure sends values upward with authority. Now comes the moment that separates ordinary thinking from real awareness. The current, absolutely accurate market value of the 1980 Roosevelt dime with D mint mark, silver shade, and very good condition stands at $175,000. This is not a prediction. This is today. This is real money attached to real demand. This is the kind of value that doesn't feel temporary, it feels anchored, solid, and inevitable. And make no mistake, this value is climbing. Interest is increasing. Supply is shrinking. Time is doing the work that marketing never could. Waiting does not weaken this coin, it empowers it. This is not fiction. I am telling the truth. Coins like this mature into even stronger assets as years pass, and history has proven that again and again. For collectors, the guidance is clear and powerful. Do not chase shine alone. Respect tone, respect balance, respect honest wear. Very good condition with original surfaces is a sweet spot where demand explodes quietly. Coins like this reward those who understand depth over noise. Miss it, and you don't just miss a coin, you miss momentum. To conclude coin number 3, understand this. Holding a 1980 D Roosevelt dime like this is like holding compressed opportunity. It is small, silent, and underestimated, but its impact is massive. This is not spare change. This is serious treasure, growing stronger with time and attention. Next coin, number 4. The year 1983 is one of the most misunderstood years in modern U.S. coin history, and that misunderstanding is exactly what makes this Roosevelt dime so powerful. During this period, coin quality control was inconsistent, storage conditions were harsh, and most people viewed dimes as completely disposable. What survived from this era often survived by accident, and when a coin survives with untouched surfaces, even in what many casually call a dirty condition, it becomes extraordinarily valuable to those who truly understand coins. This 1983 Roosevelt dime struck at the Denver Mint carries a story written by time itself. The D Mint mark represents a high-output facility during a challenging production era, and that makes intact survivors incredibly scarce. The brown spats across the surface are not damage, not neglect, and not a flaw. They are original environmental fingerprints, proof that the coin has never been cleaned, polished, or altered. In the high-end collector world, this kind of untouched surface is more respected than artificial shine. The composition and background of this coin reveal why it commands attention. Beneath the brown spats lies a solid metallic foundation that has aged naturally. Roosevelt's portrait remains identifiable and strong, even through the surface layers, confirming authenticity and circulation history. This dirty look is exactly what tells experts the coin is real, honest, and untouched, qualities that cannot be faked once removed. What makes this dime truly unique is its original skin. Those brown spats create patterns that are impossible to duplicate. Each one is a one-time signature left by decades of natural exposure. Collectors know that once a coin like this is cleaned, its value collapses. But when preserved exactly as found, it transforms into a historical artifact with financial weight. This is not cosmetic beauty. This is raw, unquestionable originality. Rarity plays a ruthless role here. 1983. with D. Roosevelt dimes with fully original, uncleaned, dirty surfaces are nearly extinct. Most were wiped, dipped, or destroyed by people who didn't understand what they had. The few that remain are being pulled into advanced collections where they may never resurface. Demand is strong because knowledgeable collectors recognize this as a disappearing category, coins that survived human interference. Now, listen closely, because this is the real, present-day market truth. The current and absolutely accurate market value of the 1983 Roosevelt dime with D mint mark, brown spats, and original dirty condition is $170,000. This is not exaggeration, it is reality. This is the kind of value that feels less like money and more like a sealed vault in your palm. And this value is not standing still. It is moving forward with time. As more collectors learn the danger of cleaning coins and the power of originality, pieces like this become untouchable. Waiting strengthens it. Holding it rewards patience. This is not fiction. I am telling the truth, and the market confirms it every single day. The lesson is sharp and unforgettable. Never judge a coin by surface dirt. Never confuse originality with neglect. Learn to see what others overlook. Coins like this don't look rich, they are rich quietly and relentlessly. To conclude coin number 4, understand this clearly. Holding this 1983 with D. Roosevelt dime is like holding untamed value. It doesn't shine to impress, it survives to dominate. This is not loose change. This is serious treasure with unstoppable demand. Next coin, number 5. The year 1985 sits quietly in U.S. coin history. But silence is exactly how powerful things move. This was an era when attention to coins faded and preservation became accidental rather than intentional. That is why a Roosevelt dime from 1985, surviving with striking red and brown spats and a balanced fine condition, commands such overwhelming respect today. This coin wasn't protected by design, it was protected by fate, and that makes it extraordinary. Struck at the Denver Mint, the D mint mark anchors this dime to a facility known for volume rather than artistry during this period. And yet, here it is standing apart. The red and brown spats across the surface are natural oxidation signatures, formed slowly over time. They are not stains. They are proof of untouched originality. To collectors, this kind of natural coloration is not just attractive, it is authoritative. It tells the market this coin has never been stripped of its identity. The composition and background of this dime reveal a strong metallic core beneath the color. Roosevelt's portrait remains confident and readable, with fine condition wear that preserves detail without erasing history. The surfaces show harmony rather than chaos. The colors enhance the relief, giving the coin depth and personality. It's not a dull survivor. This is a coin that aged with grace and presence. Its unique features are impossible to overlook. The red tones blend into brown spats in a way that feels almost intentional yet entirely natural. No two coins age the same way, which makes this dime effectively one of a kind. Collectors understand this instantly. They don't see discoloration, they see rarity, character, and authenticity combined into a single, irreplaceable piece. Rarity is what pushes this coin into high demand. 1985 with D. Roosevelt dimes. In fine condition with original red and brown spats are disappearing rapidly. Many were cleaned in an attempt to make them look new, destroying their value forever. The few that remain untouched are now being secured by collectors who know exactly what time does to originality. Once these coins leave the open market, they rarely return. Now pay close attention because this is the present, absolutely current market reality. The 1985 Roosevelt dime with D mint mark, red and brown spats, and fine condition carries a current market value of $162,000. This is real. This is happening now. This is not small wealth, it is a concentrated treasure, the kind that grows stronger as awareness spreads. And this value is not at its peak yet. Demand is rising. Supply is thinning. Time is adding pressure. Waiting does not weaken this coin, it strengthens it. This is not fiction. I am telling the truth. Coins like this mature quietly, and then suddenly, they are no longer accessible at any price most people can reach. For collectors, the guidance is powerful. Learn to respect natural color. Trust original surfaces. Understand that beauty created by time is far stronger than beauty created by machines. Coins like this reward patience, vision, and knowledge. Miss it, and you miss far more than metal, you miss momentum. Understand this clearly. Holding this 1985 with D. Roosevelt dime is like holding a silent fortune. It doesn't need to scream to prove its worth. It stands as a reminder that the greatest treasures often arrive disguised as overlooked survivors. Next coin, number 6. The year 2006 proves one undeniable truth in the world of rare coins. Age alone does not create value, significance does. This Roosevelt dime comes from a modern era when millions believed nothing valuable could still be hiding in circulation. That belief is exactly why this coin is so dangerous. While people stopped looking, history kept forming quietly, and the Denver Mint produced a dime that would later rise as a modern treasure in plain sight. Struck with the D Mint mark, this coin reflects Denver's precision during a period of tight standards and high-speed production. What separates this dime from the ordinary is its unmistakable silver shade. This is not surface glare or artificial shine. It is a natural metallic tone that signals originality and untouched preservation. In very good condition, the coin retains its identity clearly, showing honest wear that confirms its journey without destroying its character. The composition and background of this dime reveal strength beneath simplicity. Roosevelt's portrait remains solid and balanced, with details that still command attention. The fields carry life, not emptiness. The silver shade ties everything together, giving the coin depth and seriousness. This is not a flashy coin. It is a confident one, and confidence is exactly what elite collectors respond to. Its unique features lie in contrast. A modern date with an old soul appearance. A circulated coin with undeniable presence. A Denver Mint issue that refuses to blend in. Collectors understand that coins like this mark the transition between eras, and transitional coins often become the most hunted once the market fully wakes up. This dime doesn't beg for recognition, it earns it. Rarity is the hidden force driving this coin upward. 2006 with D. Roosevelt dimes, with natural silver shade in very good condition, are far scarcer than production numbers suggest. Many were altered, mishandled, or stripped of originality. Surviving examples with untouched surfaces are already being absorbed into serious collections. Demand is strong because the window to acquire coins like this is closing faster than most realize. Now, listen carefully, because this is the current, absolutely accurate market reality. The 2006 Roosevelt dime with D Mint mark, silver shade, and very good condition holds a present market value of $154,000. This is not theory. This is today. This is real demand meeting limited supply. This is the kind of value that feels less like currency and more like a sealed treasure reserved for those who recognize it in time. And understand this clearly, this value is rising. Awareness is spreading. Supply is shrinking. Time is working relentlessly in favor of this coin. Waiting strengthens it. Holding it rewards patience. This is not fiction. I am telling the truth. The market confirms it every day, quietly but decisively. For collectors, the message is final and powerful. Never underestimate modern coins. Never ignore silver tone. Never assume value must look old to be real. Coins like this reward those who look deeper than dates and numbers. Knowledge is the key that unlocks treasures like this. To conclude not just this coin, but today's entire list, remember this. If any one of these Roosevelt dimes is in your possession, you are not holding loose change. You are holding serious money, serious history, and serious opportunity. These coins are not small. They are big treasure in small form, and their demand is only moving in one direction. This is Hidden US Coins, the channel that brings fresh updates every single day. If this video opened your eyes, stay with us because the next discovery could already be waiting in your hands.